So welcome back. Topic theory. What does a crypto bot do and how to use Royal Q? So this is our third topic. This is what we're talking about. So let us go back in time. Let's go back and see what a trading what are crypto bots. Now, this is a very right quote from Warren Buffett. If you do not find a way to make money while you sleep, you work until you die. Like I said earlier, many of us are here. We have our own established way of life. We just need a side income that would, yield something. So even while we are sleeping, it's working for us. So I think many of us who are watching this want to be like Warren Buffett, having something make money for us while we're at the office, while we're in the classroom teaching, while we're in the market selling our normal properties. We just want something else to be making money from us for us through what crypto. Now, crypto trading bots are automated software that helps you to buy and sell cryptocurrency at the correct time. The main goal of this software is to increase revenue and reduce losses and risk. You can read all the other presentations. Now, there are different types of trading bots in the market. We have Trality. Trality is going for 59.9, that's $60 a month. We have 3 going for $49 a month. This is Wonderbit going for 49.9, $50 a month. And this is Royal Q. Royal Q is going for $100 a year. Now, mark the difference. The others are monthly, this is yearly. And we will now ask ourselves, it's too cheap now, right? Because imagine a bot that is charging you 49.9 $50 a month in a year. That should be like $600, and this one is just charging us $100 for a year. Are you sure it's effective? Well, let us see for ourselves. Now let us go also ahead a step further. Now, how does the Royal Q make the work easier? Now, before we talk about this, you can read the slides for yourself. Permit me to read out this particular one. Now, first of all, Ryuki is a quantitative bot. There are two types of bots, or two major types of bots. We have the quantitative bots or the algorithm bots. Now, and I will try and draw a quick difference. Now, permit me to read. Quantitative trading is a type of market strategy that relies on a mathematical and statistical model to identify and often execute opportunities. The models are driven by quantitative analysis, which is where the strategy gets its name from. Now, quantitative analysis uses research and measurement to strip complex patterns of behavior into numerical values. Well, this might sound like big English, but the simple thing is a quantitative bot basically uses measurement, uses statistics, and it implements this statistic, into your trade. Now, this simply tells you that a quantitative bot helps you apply the dollar cost average methodology very well as a normal crypto trader. An algorithm bot, on the other hand, does not just apply. Okay, let me. Algorithmic traders use automated systems that analyze chart patterns, then open and close position on their behalf. The one difference is this: for an algorithm bot, it uses chart patterns. It studies the market, or it claims to study the market, and it helps you open and close trades for you. And it also gives you trade signals. So for those who have been asking, does Royaku give us signal? Does it tell us this coin is good, buy it? And does it sell off all of a sudden? So many questions. Well, Royal Q is a quantitative bot and not an algorithm bot, meaning the Royal Q does not give signal. So just like we've seen, it is the trader himself that picks a coin he wants to trade. He studies the coin and he sets some patterns, which we call the strategy. And all the bot does is to execute this strategy for you. Now, this being said, as also regard another question, if the bot makes a loss. In actual sense, Royal Q doesn't really make a loss for you, because if the market is not favorable to what you've set for the bot, it doesn't execute itself. Meaning it doesn't use the stop loss ideology that the algorithm bot uses. Now, why? For those who have done Forex and have experienced losses in their trades, the bot automatically concluding trades for them and they make loss, is because the algorithm bot is so programmed to use the stop loss function. So let us say you've bought a coin at $10 and the price of that coin reduces to $8. What an algorithm bot would do is this: automatically it would sell. If the price is going to $8, it would think to itself, this price would likely reach $5, or the coin would likely drop to $5. Let me sell now that it's $8, so that boss, my oga, will just make only $2 loss rather than making $5 loss. But it has failed to understand that you bought actually at 10 and your aim was to sell higher, right? And now it has sold lower, you've made a $2 loss, or you've incurred a $2 loss. That is how an algorithm bot works. But for a quantitative bot, it simply tells itself, Oga said I should sell at a particular amount. And if it doesn't get to that level, I am not selling. So I cannot just take a loss or an unnecessary loss. Let me give you a concrete example here. This is Matic. This is Matic. I'm trading Matic. I can see at presently from the point of my entry into the market, the price has dropped by minus 10%. And this is it has incurred a floating loss. You can see floating loss here. What this simply means is it is not an actual loss, but if I choose to go and manually cancel this trade and sell by myself, this is the loss I will make. But the bot is still waiting for the price to appreciate for it to enter the market and take profit for me. So it is a floating loss. This is not a loss yet. Now, you would only make a loss probably if you are impatient. For example, those who borrow money, to do the trade, and maybe it's payday, you're supposed to pay back in in a foreseeable time, and the market is now deep, and you're like, damn, I need to just cancel this trade manually. Now, somebody will now ask, what's the difference between these and the manual trading? I can also do this on Binance, right? I said once it's low, I will wait for it to take profit before I sell, right? I will soon go into the advanced settings of this bot for you to understand. But in the meantime, just in a while, and I'll continue this presentation. I'm just going to pause the video. So we are back. So before we even continue this, let us even ask ourselves, the Royal keyboard, where does it come from? How long has it been in existence? And in fact, let us have a little idea of this bot. Actually, this bot was made in Indonesia. It's an Indonesian bot. And for those of us who know when to trade in forex, when it comes to making of bots, the best places you could get bots and the best people when it comes to crypto and forex trading are those in Indonesians. Man, those guys are good. So Railk is an Indonesian bot, though its headquarters is in Singapore, and it's been on since 2017. Amazingly, I'm sure you'll be asking yourself and you'll be biting yourself like, how come I just came to know about this in 2021? Well, don't blame yourself too much. Before now, it's more of a private licensing. What this simply means is this: if you want to get the bot, you simply go to the office of Royal Q, you license the bot, and you have a permission to trade the bot. So most of these guys back then who got hold of it, those who tell you we want to trade for you, will make steady profits, we give you so and so a day. Basically, many of them are using bots like this, quantitative bots like this. However, February this year, 2021, the company thought to itself, like, why limit these bots to just some certain individuals? It will do us more good, we'll have more popularity if we make it public. Anybody can have it because crypto is becoming a new normal. Let people get to learn how to trade, let people get to learn how to invest. So that is how Real Q came about. So I think we have a better idea now. So let us now go back to understanding this bot. This is the main, this is the um, core of our discussion today. Now, like I said something earlier about about the dollar cost average, right? Now, RailQ is so programmed in a way to help you work with the dollar cost average. First of all, let me now go into various functions. So here right now, you can see these are coins I'm trading. These are coins I'm trading. So for those who will be asking, is it that you're trading in the bots? No, I'm not trading in the bots. Every coin you see here, oh yeah, let us take note of like the first four: Matic, WRX, AVE, and FTT. So let us go to Binance and see them. So the bot is linked to my Binance. So everything I'm trading on the bot, once I pick a trade on the bot, it takes effect in my Binance. So you can see AVE, FTT, WRX, and Matic. You can see them here. Now let us even look at my balance in USDT. I still have like 253 USDT, which has not been utilized yet by the bot. So let us come to the bot and see here in quantitative. So you can see it's still the same thing, 253 USDT. Let us come to this notification. This is an order message. Every order that is made by the bot, this is where I get the notification. So you can see there's a new buy, meaning the price of these coins are falling. You also understand this explanation. So you can see there's a new buy, new buy, new buy. It's been buying because the market has been growing deeper, 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 just like you saw in the example of the dollar cost average. At various intervals that the market dips, I get to buy. And this is what I will explain next. You can see new sell, new sell, new buy, new sell, new buy, new sell. Meaning the bot is doing the trading for me on an automated mode. So let us now come here. So if you want to select a coin, any coin you're looking for, you can see it. Just click on quantitative. So once you click on quantitative, click on search. You can search for any coin. You can search for Shiba. You can see Shiba is here. Which other coin? Wink. You should be able to see. Okay. Um, any other coin you want to think of? Solana. There's Solana. You can see just any coin you want to search for. In as far as the coin is a coin on Binance. But let me even just show. Let's see. Let's go to the Binance home page. Let's check hot. We can see dots. Let us check here for Polkadot. The OT. You can see dot is here. Which other one? You can see Doge. Let us see if it's okay. Let us come to search Doge. So you can see. So once you pick a trade, so let us imagine I want to trade Solana. Just let me use this opportunity to set. So I want to trade Solana. This Solana here, right? Now I've clicked on Solana, and these are various options in the bot. Now, what are these various options? And the first option here is one shot. One shot. So what one shot simply means is this: you're telling the bot, after you make profits, just one transaction. Once you make profits, I do not want you to continue. I just want you to stop till I come and reset you. That is one shot. By default mode, if I don't change this, if I don't touch one shot, the bot is on cycle. That is why when you come here, for example, let us come back to the home page. You can see cycle here. Sorry. You can see cycle here. Here, there's a cycle. I mean, all these coins are on cycle. By cycle, it means it sells, it buys, it sells, it buys. That's why in the notification, the other message are saying buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and all of that. So let's go back again to Solana. So this is one shot. Let me just start explaining some functions of the bot. Now, this other option is what we call sell. So let's say, for example, I'm having Solana already, or let me use a coin I'm having already. I'm having WRX already. So if, for example, I want to sell, like right now, the bot is supposed to sell at a particular point in time, which I have set it to sell. But if I would want to alter that, like more of a manual thing, rather than going to Binance to sell, I can easily click on sell. So I can easily click on sell, but the problem is, all at the current price, sell all assets and confirm clearance. But when I click on sell, it's more like me liquidating my account, meaning at this price, I do not care again. I just want to do it. I just want to sell off my property and make the loss, probably for those who will be impatient and all that, which is totally wrong. So this is a sell option, but you can use it if, for example, you're already in profit. You can use it. This is the buy option. So buy means you would want to manually, let's say you have USD, I still have like 253 USD, 253 USDT. And I'm like, okay, this coin at this present price now, though it is not what I have programmed, but I just want to buy and hold this particular coin at this present price. So what happens is I come here, I put the price. What price do I want it to buy? Now it's at 1.09, for example. I would say, okay, I want to buy at 1.09 and all that. I can also change the price. If I click market price means default. Use the default price of the market right now. So then here I can also click the amount of margin calls. So let us say, okay, I need to explain margin call before you understand this. So let me just jump over this and go and explain others and come back. So now let me come back to a new coin and set it for you so that you understand how this works. So this is Solana. Remember, we've done so many things. Only two things have not been explained for now: stop margin call and sub bin mode. This is because we need to go into trade settings first. This is where we would understand how this bot works. So I'm in my trade settings. Now, this is the beautiful thing. First of all, I have $100. Let's say I want to allocate $100 to this coin, meaning I want to trade this coin with $100. Remember, we said we use the dollar cost average, which is most effective. So I am telling the bot, hey, bot, I'm trading $100, so I'm going to be entering the market with $10 first. This is the initial buy amount. So every time I want to enter the market, I want to be entering the market with what? $10. So that's why you see first buy-in amount is $10. Now, the next thing we say is this margin call limit. its seventh time. Well, I'll jump this to explain other things because this is where we'll set its margin configuration. However, you can see this one, whole position take profit ratio. What this means is I'm telling you about, I'm entering the market with $10. Once the price increases by 1.3%, what happens? I want to take profit. Simple instruction. I'm entering the market with what? $10. But once the price increases with a 1.3% profit, I want to take once it increases 1.3%, I want to take profit. And I'm so sure somebody will be like, is this guy okay? Of all prices, why is it at 1.3 this guy would think of taking profits? Didn't he see 10%? Didn't he see 20%? Well, when they say my way is not your way, well, I'm going to explain why I prefer using a 1 point percentage rather than looking for 10 by going back to Binance. So let us imagine I'm in Binance presently, and now this is the price. So let's say the price now is at what? 30 theory. Okay, let's expand this. Let us see the days. So the price is at $33,000. So what? 10% of $33,000 will give us 3,300, right? 10% of 33. Sorry, what am I? 10% of $33,000 give us 3,300. So if I want to take 10% profit, meaning the price has to go higher by $3,300. So what simply means is 3,300 plus 33,000, meaning the price has to go by what? The price has to be 36,300 before I can make 10% profit on this coin. Now let us check the last time this coin entered 36,000, which is here. You can see it here, 36,000. And the last time the coin entered 36,000 was on the 29th of May. That was the last time this coin entered was $36,000. So that was how many days? 4 days ago. So meaning the last time it entered my take profit price was 4 days ago. Therefore, we don't know what the market will turn out to be, but the market seems to be dipping down. So the price would necessarily have to enter what? 36,000 before I make 10% if I am buying now. So it has to come back up here before I make 30 before I make 10%. That would be a difficult task because the way the market is so structured right now, it will be very difficult. Meaning for a day, 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days, I might not make any single trade at all. Now, let us now imagine the 1.3% methodology. So let us now use 1.3%. Okay, 1.3% of $33,000. That will be 429. So meaning once the price increases by $429, I can be in profit. So let us come back here. The price is 32,900, and 32,900 plus 429 plus 32,900 now. So once the price reaches 33,329 naira, I can take a 1.3% profit. Now let me ask you, for the viewers, is it possible for this coin to rise from here to here? Just this small movement, is it possible? If yes, if it's possible, then it is obvious that I can make 1.3% in a day. And from what we've been seeing in the market, this whole idea of going up, coming down, going up, coming down, it is possible for me to make at least 3 or 4 trades in a day with a coin. So if I'm going to be trading making 3 or 4 trades in a day with a coin that is making 1.3%, meaning in one coin, I should be able to make 4% or more percent, 4 or more percent with that coin. Now, do you now see why this seems to be my favorite market or my favorite strategy on the board? So this is it, the 1.3%. Now, the next thing is what? The whole position callback profit. Now, for callback, this is where most people always ask, what is a callback? Now, this is it. Let us open the bot again. So I'm going to take it to a 5 minute graph for us to view it from a wider range. Now let us look at this bot. Let us expand it. Now, for when you're seeing the screen, do you observe this pips? The candlestick is moving up and down. You can see the upward, downward movement, right? The upward is going to move up very soon or down very soon. So you can see upward, downward movement. Now, let us say I've told the bot, hey bot, this is the 1.3% profit, right? This is where the 1.3% is, for example. And after the but once you reach here, I want you to take profits. But the way the market is going up and down, it might touch this, which will trigger the bot to take profits. But before the bot takes profits, the price has come down, just the way you are saying it up and down. So what I'm not telling the bot is, hey, I know I told you to take profit here, but once you have been triggered to this point, even if the price comes down, if it's still within zero point 0.3 gap, zero point 0.3, I still want you to take profit here, whether that is the case. So once you've been triggered by the 1.3% profit, even if the price comes down, the way you're seeing this last kind of candle stand going up and down, even if it comes down and it's within the range of zero point 0.3, I still want you to what, take profit from me at that level. No problem. I'm okay with that. So that's the hold position, take profit, call back. Are we together now? So we've succeeded in explaining this, this, and this. Let us now explain margin call and this together. So what are margin calls? Margin calls is just the same instruction I told you about the dollar cost average. What we did here in this note pad. Where is it? In this notepad, where we said at various intervals you are buying, a certain percentage. So remember we said if you're going to be doing this by yourself, it's going to be extremely what, difficult. So but with the bot, it makes it a whole lot easier. So these are the margin calls. This is where you set your margin calls. So if, for example, I want to be trading this coin with $100, I've assigned $100 to trade this coin, and I'm entering with $10. Usually I have $90 left, so I would naturally want to put my margin call at 9. So the $90 would take care of these 9 margin calls. And this is how my margin call would be. So I'm entering the market now. So the first call price, this is default. I will change it to whatever I want. So this first call price is this. Hey, but if the market falls below 3.5%, what happens? I want you to buy what? 2 times my initial value. 2 times my initial value will be, my initial value is $10, my initial entry price. So 2 times that will be $20. Now, let me explain this. This is the default strategy. And this is called the martingale strategy. Now, what is this martingale strategy? It's a strategy that came out in the 18th century. It's a strategy by gamblers. Now, what happens is this. If a gambler plays a game and he loses, the next game he plays, he uses double the amount. So that if he wins this, then it covers for this first loss. If he loses this first one, what happens? He plays times 4 the initial amount. So that if he wins this, it covers for this and also this. So these are the various strategies. So, but the problem with using this strategy on real Q, it requires a whole lot of money. So meaning if you want to use the martingale strategy, this is 2 plus 4, that will be 6. 6 plus 8 will be 14. 14 plus 16 will be 30. 30 plus 32 will be 62. 62 plus 64. Let's calculate this. 62 plus 64. So 62 plus 64, that'll be 126. 126 plus 128 plus 128. That will be 254. So what this simply means is if you want to trade this strategy, you are buying the coin in 254 places. So 254 times 10 will be about 2,540. So meaning if you want to trade one coin and you want to use $10 your initial entry, you need to have $2,540 to be able to trade that coin if you are using this strategy. It seems absurd, but it's very beautiful for those who have money. So those who are trading $30,000, $50,000, this can help them. Now, this is how this works. So if the price of a coin, for example, reduces by 3.5%, it buys this level. If it reduces by 4%, according to this default strategy, it buys this level. If it reduces by 4.5, it buys this level. No, these are the various levels. Now, if the price now increases and, let's say this one it bought here, for example, increases and it makes what? The 1.3%, which I've set, for example, that simply means that what? 1.3% in 16 places at a time, since it's buying this thing. So let us check it. 1.3 times 16. So automatically he makes 20% of this one, because remember his words, he is buying 16 places. So if only this one increases by what? 1.3%, what happens? He's making 20% straight up. Let us imagine the coin now dips to the seventh margin call, and it now makes what? Another 1.3% on this. So let us now check it. 1.3% 1.3% times 128, meaning he's making what 166% on this last margin call. But remember, it requires a whole lot of money to be able to use this kind of trade strategy. But if you have the means, this is a very wonderful trade strategy. But like for me now, who just wants to use $100 in this coin, would I want to apply this? Simple no. So what I'll simply do is I'll just put it on the 111 level, meaning if the price of this coin falls below this level, buy one value. I'm not interested in martingale because I don't have the money yet. But time is going to come. We're going to use martingale like mad. So let me quickly set this trade for you to understand how a trade works. So this is the last. I said I need 10. I need about 9 margin calls. So let me change this to 9. It's supposed to be 9. I don't know why it's not effective here. So 9. Okay. Let me go to. Okay. This should be 9. Okay. So I'll change this to 1, 1, 1. I just need everything in one, straight up one, because like I said, I just want to be buying $10. I don't have money for the martingale thing. So now I want to now give the bot my own parameter. So first of all, but before I do this, I need to enter the market. Let me even see what this coin or how this coin is doing. I cannot just fix a trade. Remember I said it is quantitative trading. It is not an algorithm bot that will just automatically do what it likes. You as a trader, you also need to put your own effort. That's why I have to start with how to understand trades on Binance. Well, for those who might be watching this on YouTube, I'm sure you've seen my number at the first introductory page. You get to chat me up. You can also get to see my number in the description for guidance per se, and if you feel you need somebody to ask 1 or 2 questions. So let's go to Binance. Remember, we want to trade with Solana, SOL. So I'm going to come to markets. Network is a bit slow. Okay. So I'm going to come to market and I'm going to type Solana, SOL. So this is Solana versus what? USDT. So let me fold it. Let me see what Solana has been doing in a very long time. Now, I'm going to trade. But first of all, I need to know at least within the last 3 months or 4 months, what is the lowest place Solana has entered? What is the lowest value? So it's presently at 31.9. But let us check how badly has Solana done thus far. You can see in recent times, the lowest place Solana has gotten to is 32. At least this is what's yeah this is okay. Let me take it. I was using a 5-minute graph. That was wrong. So let me use a 4-hour graph. So let me see it from an expanded view. So sometime in 23rd of May of June, sorry, 23rd of June. Oh, we're in July already. Oh, I've been using the wrong date in my presentation. I thought we were still in June. So 23rd of June, Solana went as low as $20. That was the lowest, at least for some time now. In May, 31st of May, it went to $25. It went as low as $19, 25th of May. Okay, so it's a very volatile coin. It went as low as $21. So at least the lowest we have seen right now is $20, which is here. And it's presently in $32. So meaning 20 minus 32, the lowest minus the current price is $12, right? $12. So how many percent is that? That should be about, if I'm not mistaken, that should be about 40%. Let's check. 40% of $32. Okay, now it's close to 60% of $32. So close to 60%. What does this tell us? That from the lowest drop of from the lowest point from here, this is the present price, right? This is the present price, and this is the lowest time, at least in the recent future, which was on the 23rd of June. 23rd of June. So this is tell you that the gap between here and here was about 60%. Do you understand? So those who bought here at this point are making about 60% profit now because they bought when it was 20. they are making about 60%. But now we want to enter the market here. We have to be focused about two things. It can go up, it can also come down back. That's why we want to use all our money. But I want to set the market in such a way that even if it falls back to this lowest time within the last 2 or 3 months, I still want to have enough what USDT to buy it. And how will I be able to do that? It is through what? My margin calls. So let me now go back and set the margin calls. So the ninth margin call here is about what? It's about 12%. And remember, the lowest is about 60%. But presently, I would not use 60. You can use 60. I'm just this me trying to just alter my trade. So I would use about 50%. So what I'm trying to say is, to the boss is, if Solana, for example, falls from this present price, it falls by 60. Wait, I think I made a wrong calculation. It just dawned on me I made a wrong calculation. The gap was okay from okay. The gap was this is the problem. I know 32 minus 20 is 12. So twelve should be about between 40% of 32. Beautiful. So the lowest drop is 40%, not 60%. That was where I made the presentation. So my ninth call should be within 40%. I don't know if you're following. Now look at it here. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to our Binance. This is $31, right? This is 20. The difference between this and this is $12. So meaning the $12 is what? About 40% of $31. 40% of this. So meaning the reduction between the present price and the lowest price thus far is about what? $12. So those who bought here right now making it about what? 40% gain. About $12 gain, 40% gain. But those who we buy here, and if anything makes the price to come down to the same level, would make about what? 40% loss. So remember, if you're entering the market, it's two ways, up or down. So I want to be very careful. So I want to set the market in such a way that if at all it comes to this position again, I still want to do what? I still want to make profit. I still want to buy. So my ninth margin call will be about 40%. My eighth margin call will be about 34. My seventh margin call should be about 28. My sixth margin call should be about 24. This should be about fifth margin call should be about 20. Then this would be about 16, 12, 12, 8, 4. Okay. 4. Okay, let me just reduce this to 3, 8, 3, 7. Okay, 3, 7, 12. So the instruction I'm giving the bot is, if the price falls by 3%, buy another value. If it falls by 7%, buy another value. If it falls by 12%, buy another value. So these are the instructions. So having set this, I'll click on confirm. Then the next option. So by the virtue of this, we have attempted 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then this is the next option, the buy in callback. Now remember, we are selling. We are buying $10 now. I want to sell at 1.3%. I also want to tell you about this one you're selling at 1.3%. If it drops by 0.5%, for example, whatever percentage I will sell, I want you to also buy it back. Meaning, once the coin makes profits at 1.3% and the price drops, I want you to buy it back. So let us go to Binance and see how this works. So I'm telling the bot, let us assume we bought a coin here. This is the coin we bought at this price. And we're telling the bot, if you rise to a 1.3, for example, I want you to sell here. Then once you fall again by another 0.5, for example, I want you to buy back. Once you rise again to 1.3, I want you to sell here. Once you buy, this will help you, save you the stress of being online 24/7 checking your trades. So I would want to use a 0.8 or 0.7. So the bot is selling as 1.3, and once the price drops back towards 0.7, it is buying that same coin back. Now the beautiful thing with this bot is this. Let us look at our margin configuration. This is what helps the bot, makes the bot better than a regular trader. if the bot, for example, buys a value at this fifth margin call, and this particular value which it bought here makes a 1.3 profit, it sells only this one. Do you understand? It sells only this one. What happens? So you are able to what, make a profit on this. So even when normal manual traders in a bear market like this, when manual traders are struggling, you are making profit because it identifies all the value it buys at a different time. So it does, you don't have to carry a paper and pen for you to start monitoring your buying and your selling. This is another very beautiful thing about the Royal Qbot. So let us now go to another advanced setting that is very interesting. This is the distributed and take profit allocation. Now, what this aspect does is this, very simple. Remember, we are using nine margin calls. Now, with this, for the first, okay, it's supposed to be, oh, I didn't confirm. Okay, I click on confirm. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So please, after setting your margin calls here, always click on confirm so that it's the bot knows you've confirmed it. So you can see I had to start my trade again. I need to reset this because let me just pause it and reset it to the way it was. I didn't click on confirm. So I've done everything. You can see I've reset it to the way it was. I'll click on confirm now. So now that has confirmed, I'll now come to this part here, which is the what, distributed and take profit allocation. This is a new feature, a recent feature, which was done on the 1st of July, July 1st. And let me explain how this feature works. Remember, we have nine margin calls. Now, this is the normal analogy. Let me show you why this feature is very interesting. Let us go to Binance, for example. I like showing everything on Binance. So you discover this is you trading by yourself and not, this is your life, your trading life becoming simplified. All you need to do is set the strategies. Like I said, if you're having problem with strategies or how to create a strategy, you can also get to collect my number from the description and message me. So let us imagine, okay, you are buying 10 calls. Sorry, you're buying at 10 intervals. So let's imagine you're buying here, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So this is the eight you've bought here. Now, let's say the market, you can just see the market just kept on coming down to this point, for example. You cannot tell yourself, I've bought here at the eighth margin call, and I want to take a profit. All this while I've been setting 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, 1.3. But this last theory, they've fallen so low, meaning I bought when it was very low. And I know if these coins want to rise, they will definitely rise beyond 1.3. True or false? Because they say he who is on the ground does not need fear of falling again now. So it's already at the lowest minimum. So if it's going to rise, definitely I know this coin would rise beyond 1.3. But I don't want to take this small 1.3 that I've been taking here. I want to take something bigger. So you cannot tell yourself, say, when this coin is, this one I bought here at the sixth, when it's rising, at least let it rise to this level. This level should be about 4-5%. I want to take profit at 5%. I'm not in a hurry. This one I bought at the number 7. Once it rises again, I want to take another profit at 6%. This one that I bought, the Pata I bought very low here. Once it rises, I want to take profit of this particular one at so and so percent. Is this not beautiful? Now, this is what you tell the bot here. So my fifth position, I don't want the normal 1.3, it's too small. I want to increase it to 2, for example. My sixth position, I don't want the normal 1.3, I want to increase it to 2.5. My seventh position, I don't want 1.3, I need 2.5. My eighth position, which is very low, I don't want 1.3, I need 3. And my ninth position, which is minus 40 already, I want 5% here. Because I know definitely for it to be very low, it would soon go higher, right? So I click on confirm. Are we getting this? Then just like this, remember there's a callback. There's a take profit callback. So I still want to tell it the same take profit callback I used for the normal one is what I want to use as default. So after setting this strategy like this, I am done with this coin. So if I want to put it on cycle mode, the coin is here like this working. So whether I'm doing any other thing, it is not my business. The bot is doing its work. Whether my phone is switched off, whether I'm out of where there's network, I've already programmed the bot. The bot takes charge. Very simple. The bot takes charge. So I'll click on confirm. So think the Wi-Fi I'm using. Okay. So after clicking on confirm, I also need to click on this now. This is where we explain this. This sub-bin mode means this feature I'm using right now, this new feature of separating this thing here. Let me go back to trade setting. So this new feature of distributed allocation, this one that will distribute your fifth, sixth, seven, and the rest is what we call the sub-bin mode. So after setting that, to tell the bot that I want to use this new operation, this new feature, you click on sub-bin mode. After clicking on sub-bin mode, you click on start. Automatically, that trade has started for you. So basically, this is just for tutorial sake. The trade has started for you. So if, for example, let's say, remember we've told the bot already to be buying at various intervals. Let us imagine now you're having $100 and you want to trade one coin. The bot has bought up to the fifth margin call, and you now maybe the other $50 that is left in your USDT, just like in my USDT, I still have about 253 as you saw earlier. So imagine, for example, this 253 is already assigned to all these coins so that once the prices are going down, it is buying automatically whether I'm there or not. So that's why this 253 is there. But imagine I want to use this 253 for something else, I've removed it. And I don't want the bot to start attempting to buy, then it will not see sufficient fund. What I'll simply do is I'll just click on stop margin call here. Just to tell the bot, hey, that margin call I arranged and don't do, I've used the money for something else. You know what? Stop the margin call. So just make use of what you have already and trade with, if it's to the first, second, and third margin call you're able to buy, trade with just that. So basically, this is the feature on topic theory, royal queue, and how to use the bot. It seems very, very difficult, right? That's because I'm showing you the basics of how to set your strategy yourself, right? Now, there's also another very simple part. This is called cycle. Let me quickly add this disclaimer. I do not use Cycle. I have never used it and I don't think I will use it, but it is a feature of the bot. Now, it's more like copy trading for those who are in Forex. Now, it's simply you go into Cycle, you see various people with their strategies. For example, this Crypto Bull, one of the best, they have over 7,000 users already. So once you click on them, you can see this is the profit they have made thus far, 3.359%. This is the percentage of profit they've made thus far while trading. So once you click on the arrow there in front of the percent, these are the various coins they are trading. Also, sometimes this can also be a very good way for you to see trending coins or high valued coins. So once they're trading, you can use this sometimes to also set or to know some coins you need to investigate, not just to look out for. So once you click on sync strategy, what happens is you now type in the amount of dollar you want to use as your initial buy amount and how many coins you want to put, as how many strategy you want to sync. But there's also a caveat here. Whenever you use that strategy, also know this. Whenever you make a profit, the crypto bull takes 1%. After setting it, you now sync. The reason why I don't really use that strategy is most people who trade with these use very big amounts. So the strategy is actually aimed just like the martingale strategy I told you of. So some strategies are like martingale, and it might not favor you who is trading with just a little capital. So I rather go know what I am trading with and go into the market and set my strategy myself. So we are done with this aspect, right? Let us now look at the steps of downloading. This is topic 4. We have four more topics to go. Wow, it's not been an easy day.